Hello everyone, welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around, talk about the things they've been doing, games they've been playing. Today with me, Justin.
Bless you, Ben. I don't know if that was a cough or a sneeze.
And Ben.
Oh yeah, no, Ben's not here tonight. It's the Macho Man invading from Earth 214, baby. Oh yeah. Stop it to a Slim Jim!
I thought you were going to do this tomorrow.
No, what are you talking about, man? I just got here. I put that Ben guy in the closet.
I like how this accent's like a mix between Macho Man and Cheech Marin.
Is Meatwad there, Macho?
Oh, I don't know. I did see a trail going somewhere. Let me go see. Is that your... That's me over there. Oh, how you doing, Meatwad? I think you're doing... You look a little... You lost something over there. Maybe you should go get... Oh, yeah, thank you. I should go get that. Oh, yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
And I'm Thomas, and that was the show. Good night. We're not topping
Macho,
that.
what the fuck are you doing in my fucking... Get out of here. Sorry. He tried me in the closet for like 30 minutes. I'm sorry. Let's do this.
That doesn't sound very pandemic friendly.
So now you're out of the closet, right?
I'm out of the closet, yes. I've been out of the closet since last year. I'm bi.
I know. Alright. Fuck, dude. You said you're gonna put us in a good mood, and you did.
That was all unscripted, by the way. I just thought...
Alright. So Justin, what have you been up to?
More basement stuff, but I talk about that enough. I've been playing some games, but first I started watching that Utopia show on Amazon Prime. It's pretty good. One of my coworkers was saying that he thinks it's almost as good as The Boys, which was a glowing recommendation. I was like, all right, fine, I have to check it out.
What is it about?
See, I didn't know beforehand. I thought it was like some weird, like political thing, but it's actually like, it's basically about this comic that hinted at a bunch of like actual like viral pandemics and things like that before they happened. So you might not notice it, like if you're just reading the comic or whatever.
Right.
But like if you look at the details, it has like little things in there that are like references to, you know, things that have happened since, because it's a really old comic or whatever. And so this group of like fanatics for it find out that there's a follow-up. So the original one's called Dystopia and the new one's called Utopia, and it's essentially about like finding a cure or something like that. And so they're trying to get together to find this Utopia comic in order to like stop the next big viral outbreak. So it's coming out at a very interesting time.
That's for sure.
Yeah, because when I saw it, I was like, oh god, this sounds like a COVID show, and I didn't want to watch it.
I think it's a coincidence because it was definitely filmed before that.
Okay.
But it's also kind of funny because like it's about a comic that predicts like viral outbreaks, and the show was made before this outbreak.
No, I had something similar to that too. I won't go into it, but I had something similar like that one. A manga I was reading, and in between like the last volume and then when the next volume came out in March, COVID happened, and I'm like, oh shit, this is too real now. This is reality now. So
yeah, it's very interesting. Like I'm only a few episodes in, but it's been like just twists and turns in every episode. It's really cool. And it's a nice, like, who's who of, like, vaguely familiar faces. Like, a lot of people I didn't know were in it, and I'm like, oh, what have I seen them in? And I always enjoy that aspect of a show. Because the only ones I knew about were John Cusack and Rainn Wilson. And then there's, like, a bunch of other people in it, too, that, like, I've recognized from stuff, and so... But yeah. So that's been a lot of fun. I just feel like it's relevant, because it's kind of, like... It's heavy sci-fi, but also like it is kind of funny too sometimes. It's not quite like The Boys satire or anything, but I can definitely see the comparison because it's very like heightened reality, but like also like eerily similar to the world that we're in. But yeah, game wise, me and Thomas started Halo 3 on stream yesterday, and
I couldn't watch.
Yeah, like what was going on? Like
Twitch kept like, I don't know if it's my internet or maybe maybe my brother was doing something, but like every 5 minutes it was like loading, and I think it's on my end because I think you didn't see any frame drops and Tyler didn't say anything, so I think it was me. It's just because like I can't watch like this. I tried the desktop app. I tried the in browser. In browser was working for a bit, and then all of a sudden it started to the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah.
And I'm wired in.
We're having some like weird stuttering in game, considering it's like a 10-year-old game now. But
yeah,
but yeah, I didn't know what was going on your end. But anyway, I still love that game. It's really fun.
looks cool.
And what's weird is like we started the game and played for like 2 hours and got to mission 7 of 11. Like, apparently it's not a very long campaign.
Yeah, it's
wow.
Shorter than the other ones for sure.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I don't like. I never played it by myself. Is it like a longer single player campaign?
I mean, we're
is
playing it
is
on
that
easy, so we're just blasting through everything.
Well, yeah, but still, it's very short. But yeah, it is kind of hard to go back to like the normal graphics, which I realize are still better because it's 360. But it's hard to go back to the normal graphics after those beautiful Halo 2 remastered cutscenes that were like movie quality. And now it's just like in-engine rendered stuff again. And the story is not as interesting anyway. So it's... yeah.
It's like every mission we do, it's like, what were we doing again? Who's that guy? What's this thing?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. After watching you guys stream it, I'm not seeing the hype, man. Like, this is what people got excited. Or was it the multiplayer?
Well, a lot of
the
people,
multiplayer is very good.
Yeah, a lot of people like the multiplayer. I still
But
like
part
the
of it is
single
like the campaign is built for co-op this time because like you have the whole John Halo and his Covenant friend angle, so you're not just playing as 2 John Halos. So it actually like it feels like it's built for co-op in an interesting way. I think they knew that that's how a lot of people were playing, and like it does improve a lot of things. Like brings in a lot of new weapon types and grenade types and vehicles and all that stuff.
Yeah, man, the grav hammer. It's really cool.
Yeah, I love the grav hammer. But it's just a very tight like 3 to 5 hour campaign. So what's there is super fun. But yeah, it's a little lacking in like length. I feel like that would not fly these days.
No, not these days.
Yeah. But it's still great. We'll probably finish it next time, and then I guess start ODST and whatever. But aside from that, I checked out Mario 35, that like Battle Royale Super Mario 1 game, and it's really fun. Like, it makes me a little anxious sometimes, because you get like up into the top 10, top 5, and you're just getting inundated with enemies. Because the way it works is, like, it's similar to Tetris 99, where, like, as you do better in your game, you, like, send stuff to other people's games to try to knock them out. But in this one, you're kind of juggling between running through the levels fast, because you have a limited amount of time, and also, like, getting enough coins and things like that to like get up to the top spot, because for every like 20 coins you get, you can select like an item roulette. So if you get hit, you go Tiny Mario, you hit the item roulette and you get maybe like a fire flower, let's say, and then you're back in the game. Like nothing can stop you. So it's that kind of risk reward. And then also like for every enemy you hit, either jumping, star, fire flower, whatever, you get like a few seconds back. So the only way you can really stay alive is to like put yourself in danger by jumping on more enemies.
Interesting.
So you almost want the other players to throw them your way because it gives you more opportunities to rack up score. So like if you get to a level that's hard, for example, you can blow through that whole level without really like being in any danger, because it randomizes it after you beat the level. So let's say like you randomly get thrown into like 8-4 and you're like, oh crap, but I've got like 300 seconds, so it's fine. So like you take your time, you play really, really safe through that level, maybe use like 100 seconds, and then it drops you back into like World 1-1. And you're like, all right, I'm good. I'm just going to, rack up score. I'm going to rack up time. Like, I'm going to get back in it. So it kind of like, it changes up a lot of the ways the game works. And honestly, I feel like in some ways, like speedrunners would be really bad at this game. Because they're just thinking like, okay, maximize time. But that's only part of it. Like I said, you have to take out enemies as you go. And like you have to stop, because like if you already have a power-up and you pick up another one, it just adds time instead. So it's like you want to make sure you grab everything you can. Because there was one point when like I was, I think, like top 5 or something like that. And I was just blowing through the level. I didn't realize I was almost out of time. So I just like jumped in the air and it, boop, died.
Damn.
Like, no! Like I was doing so well. But I wasn't paying attention and ran out of time. Like that can get you just like anything else. So
just like real
tricky.
life.
Yeah, exactly. It's really tricky, but it's a lot of fun. Like, for someone that grew up with that game, like it feels totally fresh again in a really cool way.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I mean, it's simple, it is just Mario 1, but like the fact that it randomizes the levels means like when you beat the one level, you never know where you're going to go next.
Yeah.
And like you quote unquote unlock new levels as you go to them for the first time. So like you can just do like some solo practice runs through any level you want. Just to kind of, like if you're not that familiar with the game, you can just play them on your own without the fear of all the other people around and stuff like that.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. And then there's like weekly challenges and things like that, that mix up the things you have to do in the level. So like, it might randomize just between a few different levels, like always, or it might like prevent you from using certain items or whatever. And then there's the regular mode that's just the Mario 35 mode where it's everyone picks a level and it randomly picks between the levels that people have chosen. So it ends up generally being a lot of 1-1s because people are still new to it. They're just, they don't have anything else unlocked. But I have like up through like level 3 or something unlocked by now. I don't really know how that system works. Like, how do people unlock new levels if someone has to start like getting to a new level for, I don't know. It's whatever. But there's
you have till March to figure it out.
Yeah. There's some weird systems to the game that aren't totally clear. But it doesn't really matter. Like, it's fun randomness. And then, let's see. I did some more Mario Galaxy. Nothing major to report. I still love that game. I did one of my favorite galaxies, the Freeze Flame Galaxy.
That's one of your favorites? Really interesting.
Yeah. I love that, like, fire and ice theme. It's, like, a really cool, just visually.
It's cool, but it's frustrating sometimes.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is, like, I don't remember all of the stars there. And a few of them are really annoying.
Yeah.
But, like, when you get into the groove of it, like, switching between the ice flower and the fire flower, like, there's some great platforming sections.
Hell yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But in general, I'm slowing down on the game a little bit. Like, not because of anything, like, inherently with the game itself. I just tend to play it in short bursts, and I'm in some galaxies I don't really like that much right now. So I'm kind of trying to jump into some other things. But I briefly started Doom Eternal today because it was added to Game Pass. I had to, download it and update my Xbox and all that stuff. So I didn't get to it until like right before we started. But I think I like it so far. I was a little annoyed at first because like it forces you to sign into your Bethesda.net account or whatever, which I don't even know if I had. I assumed I did because of like Fallout 76 or whatever. But
yeah, you kind of need it.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah. But like I didn't know my username or anything. So I had to go to my phone.
Zero score.
Well, that hasn't always been my
Sorry.
That hasn't always been my go-to username.
Okay.
And so like depending on how old an account is, it could be like, something totally different.
Zero
this one by happenstance was zero score, but it was my Twitter, like the 0_ score, so I still wouldn't have figured it out.
Oh.
But yeah, so I had to go to my phone, like, classic modern gaming move. I had to go to my phone, like, go to, forgot username, get that emailed to me, type in the username, and then go to forgot password, because the password requires you to put in your username instead of your email, which is weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. So I had to get my username before I could get my password. And then change my password, and then get all that sorted out, go back to the game and type those things in, and then agree to all the acknowledgements and all that crap before I could actually play my game. So that took way too long. But it does kind of like throw you in the deep end a little bit. Like it's tutorial, but like I guess I don't know where the the last Doom game left off. I guess this just like drops you in where that one left off, I assume.
No.
It's not story wise, but gameplay wise. From what I've seen when I watched Max stream it and other streamers play it, this game has expected you to have beaten Doom 2016, and this is like this is the next level pretty much. That's why it's like very intense very early on.
Yeah, you start off with a fucking super shotgun.
Right.
Yeah.
It's great. But like, you just like the tutorial mission has you like going in and killing some like big guy, which you don't even fight him. It's just like a cutscene. And like, I don't know who this guy was. I don't know why I was hunting for him. It just dropped me in the middle of it.
Doesn't matter. You just kill him. That's it.
Yes. And then like afterwards, it's like 1 of 3 taken out. Like
Shadow Priest.
Damage to the earth lessened by this percentage or whatever. And I'm like, okay. Guess I'll keep going.
Yeah, it's Doom, man. All you need to know is there's demons and you kill them. You don't really need to know anything
but it feels
else.
like it's trying to have a bigger story, but I don't understand it already.
It's it is.
You gotta read the supplemental content, man. There's a
a
bunch of lore entries that you can pick up along the way to read.
No, I'm not gonna read in a Doom game. Come on.
Right, that's why I said earlier. Like, it's got a story and stuff, but it's not like you don't really need to know it. You can read it.
Yeah, like the first, like the same with the 2016 game. There's a narrative there, but you can utterly ignore it if you want to.
It's honestly better to just ignore it and just play the game.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But like I love the shotgun. Like I always love shotguns in games, and this one's super powerful. But
wait
like,
till you level up that shotgun though. The when you level up the super shotgun, it's got a grappling hook that sets enemies on fire.
That's cool.
Ooh.
I got the first mod that was like the sticky mine or whatever, like the alt fire mode.
Okay, yeah, for the regular shotgun, yeah.
Yeah, and that one's really fun.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
But like I like the mods and things like that, like the customization of the weapons. But something about the controls just feel off to me. Maybe it's partially because I'm playing on Xbox, and so like the stick is a little loose, like for aiming. But it feels like I don't have enough ammo for anything.
That's what
like
chainsaw's there for, buddy.
Well, no, because my big issue is it's like a give and take system of you have to chainsaw enemies to get more ammo, but your chainsaw also has limited fuel. So like
the chainsaw regenerates 1 fuel at least.
Fair, but there's been times when I'm like in the middle of a firefight and I'm shooting, run out, try to chainsaw a fool to get some ammo back, but my chainsaw's out of fuel. So I'm just like stuck there just punching at them until I die.
I got a tip for you. Aim better.
Just have better resources.
It feels like a bit of a weird system.
You gotta treat the grunts as like a resource. Like the little guys that like barely do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The zombies,
they're basically just ammo pouches that you can just chainsaw to get ammo back.
I got a better word. Ammo sacks.
I didn't want to say that. I was thinking about it, but I was like, oh, that sounds gross.
Ammo sacks that spew out rainbow when you kill it. When you
man, look at the ammo sacks on that guy. But yeah, maybe I'm just playing the game wrong. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still very fresh.
Yeah,
into
you
it.
don't want to.
Yeah, you're still like fresh in. Like you still need to pick up the combat loop, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, it
you
feels
don't
like
wanna
it could
like
be
an
good.
IGN article.
But like, I got my second weapon, and still, like, I'm just immediately running out of ammo.
Yeah.
With some of these guys. So I need to get better, I guess, about like refilling the ammo. But I wish it didn't run out so quickly. That's all.
Yeah, I agree. There was times where you can get you can level up your health or your armor or your ammo, and I think I leveled up my ammo before I leveled up anything else all the way.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Good to know you can do that. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some great systems in there as I go on. I love the map. Like, it's a really good map system.
Yeah, it's the same type of map system from the first one.
Yeah, I don't remember it from the first one, but I like that, like, instead of having, like, you know, just full blocks filled in as you go, like, you know, Metroidvania style, it's just literally, like, every step you take, like, goes green, and any area you didn't visit stays gray.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, it's very specific. But, like, it also kind of cheats because it gives you, like, all the secrets on the map.
Yep.
So,
That's fine.
like, you can explore, sure, but half the time it's like, you just check on the map and you're like, wait, I missed something? And you go back and just see what wall needs to be broken.
That's fine. I'm 30 years old. I don't have time to fucking scout through every fucking wall.
Right. Like, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
That they did it like that.
There's a suit upgrade that you can get early on that even shows you what the question mark symbols are on the DOS.
Oh.
Nice.
I didn't get that until the end of the game, honestly. I found it pretty pointless compared to the other stuff that you can get.
Yeah, it doesn't seem terribly useful because, like, you can get them anyway.
I think you get this later on, but the ice grenade is really good, and there's
ice grenade.
Yeah, there's an ice grenade in this game, and I used it.
10 out of 10.
I used it more over the other grenade, and there's like abilities that you can get where if you freeze an enemy, you deal like double the damage, or it lasts longer and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, the customization stuff sounds great. How, like, I can tell it's not a Metroidvania game, which I originally thought maybe they were going that route with it because of, like, some of the traversal mechanics and stuff.
It's still level based.
How much of that is there? Like, as far as, like, you know, getting upgrades as you go that allow you to access new areas.
To access new areas, I don't think there is anything for accessing new areas.
Are the levels interconnected? Like, can you go back to places you've been before, or is it like, literally level based?
Like, you go to your ship and you can just access them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more of like it's more of an exploration type of thing instead of Metroidvania.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just the levels, like it's pretty much like Dune 2016, but the levels are bigger.
Yeah, they're much bigger.
Well, yeah, it's just, you know, anytime there's like a map like that with collectibles on screen, it makes me think that it's got that, you know, that kind of back travel for collectibles that you couldn't get before, like that element to it.
Yeah, the collectibles in this is mostly like upgrades and stuff like that for your suit, for your guns, for cheat codes, stuff like that. And then also there's the frivolous things like toys that you can collect and then go into your little bunker and see all the toys on your wall and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit. But okay, yeah, it's cool. I think I'll like it. I just was a little lost when I started it, so I wanted to ask some questions. But I think that's mostly it. We played some Among Us over the weekend, and that was really fun.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't really know anything about the game before this, and like it started off with me being the imposter like 5 times in a row.
Nice.
So, like, knowing nothing about the game, I immediately had to figure out the imposter side of things.
Oh shit.
So that was fun, and then I didn't get it for the rest of the time we played, which
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I guess so. But our friend Tyler kept getting it, and he even like started making fun of it because he was like just being obnoxious the whole time of like, you know, like, oh, I'm the killer again, like when he wasn't.
Yeah.
And so one time he did that when he was, and it was like Boy Who Cried Wolf syndrome, where no one believed him. So he ended up getting away with it that time because we assumed he wasn't again.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh.
You played the
Like,
long con.
He was so loud and bad the entire time that when he finally figured it out, like, we all assumed he was too bad at the game to be able to get away with it. It was pretty clever.
That Tom and Jerry is the cat named Tom, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, Tom.
Yes.
He has that like wide-eyed look, like, holy shit, he's been the imposter this entire time.
Yep. But yeah, that game's really fun. Like, it's definitely better with more people. We had 7 for a little bit, and so it had the 2 imposters in there, and that was my favorite. Because, like, it doesn't all fall on one person. It's a little more obvious when there's only one imposter.
Justin, I got a tip for you next time you play this game. Put Super Metroid music onto the background. Oh my god, it fits so fucking well.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, it really does. Like, I was and I'll talk. I'll just say that it really fits well.
Yeah, I want to play some more of that. But it's one of those, like, you can't really tell stories about it. Like, you kind of have to be there. So
yeah,
it's hard to talk about in depth. But
yeah,
anyone in the community who wants to hop into a game, we could have a game night.
Yeah, we should do that and just call each other liars. I'm like, you look kind of sus right now.
Yeah.
Only in Among Us you can kill somebody in front of somebody, have them report the body, and then not get, like, you can get away with it.
Yeah. Like, someone saw you do it, but it doesn't matter.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Ben, go ahead and tell the story that you did to me.
Oh, I killed you?
No,
like 3 times?
Oh, yeah, that, but also you killed in front of me. I reported the body, and then you just said, no,
yeah, I got
it was you that did it. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I pretty much got the team to, Thomas's Destiny clan to believe it was him. It was so, like, you do not understand how hard I had to hold my breath to not laugh. And at the end of that round, they were like, man, you're a really fucking good liar. I was like, thank you.
I work in retail.
Yeah, I have to lie.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, so yeah.
That was the passing of the baton.
Yeah. I actually, just to talk about Among Us real quick, I like being like the not the imposter. I feel so like pressure. I'm like, because I didn't know how to like shut doors or anything like that, so I was just fucking with CO2 or stuff like that. But I love when I saw Thomas. I was like, anybody here? And I just walked away. I didn't know how to report a dead body, so I didn't do it. Otherwise, I would have reported it. But like, I kept getting people, and I kept trying to like frame other people. I'm like, nah, man, he was over there. I was over here. I love trying to do that. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game. Not much to say on it. Like Justin said, it's kind of one of those things where you have to be there, or you watch a stream and like just watch it like that and just experience it. It's great. Other than that, I played a lot of games this week. One minor note, I started Final Fantasy 15. Very, very beautiful. Like, this is what I've been missing this entire time by playing on the Switch.
Pretty games, yeah.
Like it's very well optimized, and I think I may have heard about the opening of Final Fantasy 15 when it first came out, but obviously never, didn't touch it myself. Didn't bother to look at any like let's plays or anything like that, or like videos. I'm like, whatever. But I may have heard the fact that the opening part has Stand By Me on it, and I just ignored it because I love that song for a lot of personal reasons. So like, I'm playing the game, it's 4 dudes, not Titus. I don't remember. I just know Noctis' name, Claudio, Recipe Dude, and Titus looking motherfucker,
and Pippin's in
it. Ignis or something.
Ignis, yeah, he's the glasses. He's the ingredients man.
Yeah,
I'll call him Chef Man he's Chef Man from now on, in my opinion. But like the second like they start pushing the car, and then I hear like, that sounds familiar, and then I hear the vocals. I'm like, no.
Yep.
No, and like game ain't even fucking started, and I'm like, why must you play it? Because like this song, I have no context for the game, so I don't know. Like, obviously something bad's gonna happen when you play that fucking song at the beginning, right? I just have this feeling, but like I have personal connections to that song, So like I just started crying. I'm like, why are you making? And I played a little bit. I didn't play too much. It looks great. Like it's amazing. And not that I don't mind playing my Nintendo Switch games, but like it's like whoa, this is kind of cool and solid frame rate. You know, very very cool. I'm glad I didn't buy this on PC where it's like, oh, I remember what my version looked like. It was so ass. I look forward to playing more, but like considering I heard it gets like it's more streamlined now. It's maybe I don't have to do every side quest. I might just do story shit. We'll see. I'm interested to see where it goes because I don't really understand the plot other than that. Hey, Noctis, you're gonna get married, so I'm looking forward to it. But outside of that, I have officially halfway completed Super Mario Galaxy. I've unlocked Luigi. I even posted a Twitter. I posted a tweet when of the sound effect where you can play Luigi. It goes Super Luigi Galaxy, which I think that's super cool. Yeah, those purple coin missions, man, they're a bitch, dog. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, they're not okay. I'll say this: purple coin 100 coin missions in Mario 64 are fucking awful. They're stupid, and finding coins like, oh my god, I have one fucking coin left. Versus and in Sunshine, I've never done it, never played that game before, but I've heard nightmare stories about Sunshine's 100 coin missions. These are not so bad, honestly. The worst one, I think the one that annoyed me the most and I died on repeatedly, or I missed the coins I had to die, was the Dreadnought Galaxy one, where it's basically an auto scroller, and you have to deal with like your upside. You have to be upside down in segments. It's not even that long. It's maybe like a 2-minute course, but it's just. Oh my god, every time I failed this one part, I gotta start over, and I did it like 10 times. But some of them are like very expedient, where like you got a minute to get it all. You got 2 minutes, and I thought it was fun to do it, but definitely the least exciting part of the game. I wish though I didn't beat the story before I did the purple coin missions, because you still have to beat Bowser again, or for the first time before you unlock Luigi. So it was kind of anticlimactic in that way, like, oh, the final star should have been this, but it's whatever. That's a me thing. I figured you would just unlock Luigi. I'll probably stream a 100% playthrough, obviously not of Mario again, but the second half with Luigi, like in maybe sometime in December or something like that. Cause God, it's so fucking perfect. Oh my god, it's so good. And I love that Toy Galaxy. I think that's my personal favorite Galaxy.
That is
because of the levels, the references. I think Spring Mario is really really fun. I think it's more fun than like the Bee or the Ghost, honestly, just because it requires you to challenge your platforming skills. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to those purple coin missions again as Luigi, but hey, I look forward to just playing the game in general again. But also surprisingly, I beat the Outer Worlds on Wednesday.
What?
Yeah. I posted on Twitter, and Obsidian even liked my tweet, which is really fucking cool.
Aww.
I fucking said it was a 10 out of 10, man. Like, I love this game. Like, if you would, like, honest, like, real talk, I gave Dragon Quest the game of the year last year. If I would have played this last year, this would have been number one, like, hands down. Like, it's that good.
There's a reason it was my number 2, even though I didn't beat it. Like, it's that good.
Yeah, and I looked at all the side quests. There's some planets I didn't go to where I like, maybe that's a thing I need to figure out how to look up how to get into. Maybe you can't go to them. I don't know. But one of the coolest, this is a minor spoiler, but it's not like a overall narrative. You have to do this final assault on this one place, and if you did what I did and basically got people on your side, aw, kitty, they basically raid this place with you, and it's so badass. Like, these people who you helped, they're helping you now. I fucking love that shit. And I'm actually, my next Marvelous Ramble video is going to be on the Outer Worlds, so I don't want to go too in depth here, but needless to say, even though the Switch version has problems, right? The resolution, occasional frame rate drops, I think that's the only real big problems, but overall, it's still the same game. Maybe, obviously bad pop and stuff like that. This game still was, I couldn't put it down. Like, I didn't want to put it down until, like, Galaxy came out, but that's Galaxy. It's a special thing. Like, it's God. They really put effort into this game. Maybe not the port. Okay, they probably put as much effort as they could in the port, given the circumstances.
It seems like a solid port, like all things considered.
Yeah, it's solid. It's just like, you know, when your standard is The Witcher 3, and that's a God port, it's kind of kitty's missing with the wire. Like, I hope maybe they've said that they're gonna do a patch for it, to maybe fix some things. But yeah, I'm gonna go more in depth on my next Marvel's Ramblers video. That's gonna be on the Outer Worlds. I don't know whether I want to use the Xbox One version or the Switch version for footage. We'll see. That's up to that's my choice.
Why not both? Because you'll probably talk about how the Switch version was the biggest downfall of it, but it's still a great game, so you can show.
No, because I think the Switch version was like, despite that it's mechanical short failings, I don't know if I would have played it nearly as much if I wasn't on the Switch version. Because taking it with me and taking it to work, playing it at work, like that
fair
that feel versus if I played it.
Well, then show it off in the way that you represented it. Yeah,
it's that's what I'm saying. I'm 50-50 right now. But we'll see how it goes. But it's probably gonna come out soon. But I'll go in more depth on that later. But God, I played something else. Oh yeah. The last game I really want to talk about is I beat Outer Worlds, so I'm like, well, what am I gonna play next? You know, that feeling of, well, fuck, what do I do now? Like that good feeling you have after a good game. So I started up Dandara, Trials of Fear Edition, because I bought it on sale. Because a lady at work gave me $40, so I bought like two $20 eShop gift cards, like a cart, and there was a sale going on, so that was one of the games I bought. Because I saw Metroidvania, I saw 8-Bit. I was like, okay, I'm in. I heard good things. I think I remember hearing good things. And I think I have found the most unique Metroidvania I've played yet. Like, at least personally. So,
have you played Headlander?
No, I have not. There's too many Metroidvanias out there.
It's great.
But I still want to play that one that came on Xbox Game Pass recently. I still want to play that one. There's too many fucking games.
Oh, Two Who Nights?
Yeah.
I need to start that one too.
So basically, it's number one about this game is that, like, it's very whimsical. It's very big ideas kind of thing, very abstract. And I like that kind of stuff. It's very cool in that way. You know, and the music, oh my god, it's very peaceful. It does a good job of setting the tone. But the unique part of this game is that you, instead of, like, you know, moving like a traditional Metroidvania where you're on the ground, Dandara, the main character, she can only hop, like, as Justin said to me, she bamps like Nightcrawler from specific points that are white, which I'm assuming is supposed to be salt. And that's salt is how you level up, like, your hearts, your ammo, special abilities, stuff like that. It's a really unique way of moving, and that even corresponds with the map. So sometimes you'll enter a room and the angle will change, and initially that seems kind of disorienting. But you get used to it after a while. But it's so unique in that sense. In the map, I wish it would pinpoint you exactly where you were, but the maps are never too big, so I'm like, okay, I know where I'm at. It's not too big of a deal yet. I generally know where I'm at, and once I enter a room, like, okay, I was here, so now I'm here. It's not that bad. It's a minor complaint, but not too bad. But I like this game a lot. Like, it's that, like, I haven't touched like a true Metroidvania in a while, since like Ori 2. Like, not like even in between then. Shit, I didn't even beat Ori 2. But like this one, like, fills my imagination with, like, wonder, and, like, I love how, you know, you got your typical, like, how to advance in how to get access to new areas, and, like, I just love how abstract it is. I'm like, one of them is like a dude plays a music piece, and now you're able to move these green blocks, and I love that. Like, all you do is just stand on these blocks and they move, but it's interpreted as that's the power of music moving it, and I love it. It doesn't always show in the gameplay, but it sticks in my head, and that's all that matters. So I'm definitely gonna play more. I don't know how long this game is, but this is like if I feel I think I want to do something on it after Outer Worlds, depending on how I feel. So we'll see. But man, yeah, like it was either this or it was the Steam World RPG, the card game RPG.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna start either or, but I was like, let me start Dandara. Steam World, I don't know if I'm ready to dive into another RPG just yet, especially since I'm playing, even though it's a very different RPG. So I started Dandara. I think that's it, because I didn't get to start Doom Eternal. I started downloading it, but it's probably done by now. At least I hope it's done by now.
It's probably gonna make you sick. It makes me a little sick.
We'll hopefully, yeah. I probably won't play it tonight because I wanna sleep, and for some reason when I get nauseous I can't sleep. I can only just lay my head down and be like, stop spinning Pennywise. Well, you need to stop. Nacho, get the fuck out of here. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's it. I gotta lock my door. Macho keeps coming in. Sorry.
All right. I really haven't been playing much. I finally got my my Ring Fit adventure. That was in the mail. I've been playing that every day for like 3 to 5 minutes. Like usually.
Nice.
What?
I said nice.
Okay. Anyways, so I usually do about like one adventure and like maybe 1 or 2 mini games after that. Just so that I don't feel like I'm not getting a good workout, because as a fat man, it doesn't take much for me to sweat. Like as soon as I'm in, I'm sweating a storm. I am on the second floor though, so I'm kind of like cautious about my jogging in place. But my family says that there's no noise, so that's good. There is moments where like you have to like do high knee lifts, and the area I'm in is basically like where my computer is, so I don't really have a whole lot of room to move around, but it's enough to like play the game at least.
That's good.
Some things like squats is pretty tough. The chairlift is pretty tough to do. For some reason, it wants me to go below where my ankles are.
Whoa.
For some reason, I don't know, like it's for some weird registry on the game or something, or it's not registering where the Joy-Con is properly. It is the left.
I struggle with the lay down moves.
I don't have enough room
actually,
for that, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't even bother doing those. Thankfully, like in the combat stuff, the cooldown is like 2 moves, I think. Mm-hmm. So I'd never have to do the lay down ones.
Yeah, that's true. And you get more too.
Yeah, which is nice. The ones I really like the most is the squats and the raising of the arm, like the overhead press. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Doing the gorilla, so you can do a gorilla slam?
Yep, doing the gorilla press. Justin, you need to play some more mini games so that we can have some kind of competition.
Okay. I can probably do those. I had put off playing it for a while until I had more room in the basement to actually have it set up. Because it's just like I have to move things around in the living room and it's just awkward.
Yeah.
But I could probably do the mini games. They don't need as much room.
No, they don't. The one that I only did one of them so far, and it's the one where you just like push in the ring con like a whole bunch of times before the timer's up, and I got to 100 right before it came up, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
I did the like whack-a-mole one. I thought that was pretty fun.
Cool.
Where you like push and pull to hit different like targets inside and outside of the ring. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really cool.
Yeah, I need to play more around with that. I haven't done it in the last couple of days just because I've been finally back at work, so...
Oh, no!
Or well, finally back at the office anyways.
Double no!
The Office is really cool. I'm a big fan of the Office. It's a good show, and it's also a pretty good place to go. Anyway.
Triple no.
Damn it, Ben. The other game that like I've just been dabbling with here and there is Time Shift. That game came out, it says here, back in 2007.
That sounds like an arcade game.
No, it's a first person shooter. It came like when I first heard about it, I heard about like how cool it was with all the time mechanics and stuff. But since 2007, there's been so many games with different time mechanics and like controlling time that this is so like archaic in a way.
I mean, even before that, there was Time Splitters.
You're not pausing time and running around and shooting stuff in Time Splitters.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, and this one like you can like you get this like time suit or whatever, and you can pause.
Does it have clocks all over it?
No.
Damn, that's a disappointment.
But you can pause time, run up, and like grab a weapon out of an enemy's hand, and then shoot him in the face with it, and then restart time, and he'll be dead. It's pretty cool.
So like Super Hot.
Okay.
Kinda. I mean,
it's not the same thing. It's not like when time moves, you move. But
when I move, you move, just like that. When I move, you move.
And no, it's the VOD is word silence.
And there's also like rewinding powers. I haven't gotten anything for fast forwarding yet. The story of this game is weird. Like it starts off with like these scientists in this lab, and like someone's coming in, and there's like a side is like, no, put on the suit, it's experimental, and then you get blasted into the future, or it's like an alternate reality where I can't tell if I'm in Germany in World War II or if it's just America that became like the Nazis. But
oh, you mean America in 2020?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's just weirdly archaic with the way that game. Like if you played a game from like the year 2004 to 2010, you've played this game.
We call those the dark times, my friend.
I hear this gets like compared to Singularity quite a bit, but I like Singularity a lot more. I feel like there's just a lot more to play with in that game.
Isn't that about robots having sex?
Nope.
No? Oh,
Nope.
I'm disappointed. Again.
What's new?
That's Pingularity.
Ah.
But once I'm done this thing is only like 8 hours long, it says. So I'm not nearly done, but I'm about a fourth of the way through. So once I'm done this, I think I'll go back to Singularity to finish that off. I'm in this weird spot where I don't really know what I want to play.
Except PS5
always...
games.
What?
I want to play PS5 games.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you can. You're already playing them because they're good.
Not Miles Morales.
It's on PS4.
Not yet.
It's gonna be on PS4.
Yeah, but not yet. That's the point. I want to play it.
Okay. Just freeze yourself, and we'll put you in the mountains, and we'll come get you in a month.
I also want to play the new Mario Kart game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll talk about that news topic in a bit. But first, actually, fuck it. I don't have the dashboard up.
Oh, no.
So let's just go right into the news. This is going to be a shorter show anyways.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yeah, talk about Mario Kart Live.
Okay. We're doing the little Nintendo corner here.
Little Richard.
Wait,
not the wrong little.
So yeah, they put out a little overview trailer for Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, and I'm glad they did this because I wasn't totally like sure what the game was, even though I was excited for it. And this cleared it up a lot as far as like how it works as a Mario Kart game, rather than just like as an AR like kart racing game. So basically, like while you create the course, just in your space using the 4 cardboard gates that are included, the Grand Prix element of the game is still there by like adding in different like AR obstacles and things like that to the courses you make. So like they show off a few different ones, like an underwater level where like there's a blue filter on the race, and there's like bloopers kind of floating around that can ink you and stuff. And they show like a lava level where there's like lava being spewed and lands on the course in front of you that you have to dodge and things like that. And there's a really cool like 8-bit looking level with like 8-bit Goombas that walk along the side, And yeah, like those kinds of like AR obstacles actually affect your real cart that's like going around your space, which I think is really cool. So like if you get hit by someone else's item or a course obstacle or something like that, like your physical cart will stop in place.
That's neat.
And like if you pick up a mushroom, like your physical cart will speed up to because
that's so crazy. That's
like it
that's
makes
magic.
sense because the course is like your house. So the only way they would be able to simulate that, through the camera is by actually having the cart speed up and stop and slow down and all that. But like, the drift feels a little different in this game too, because it has to correspond to an actual cart drift, that kind of thing. But yeah, so when you play through the Grand Prix, it is essentially like other games, except the course is all wherever you've set it up. It's just modified to look like that course's style or whatever. But as you complete the different Grand Prix, you unlock different customizations, like costumes for your racer, different carts, different like actual customization things to add to your like custom made courses. So aside from just creating a course and putting it through the Grand Prix, you can also put in different obstacles along the different gates and things like that to make your own custom course designs that way. And what's cool is like you create the course by like setting the gates down wherever you want and then driving through them in order to make the course layout. So it's not just like it randomly generates it based on where you put the gates. You place the gates, and then whatever course idea you have in mind, you just drive. Like you could do loop-de-loops and then go through one, and then make a penis shape and go through two, and then like just make this whole crazy design. As long as you get back to one at the end and finish off your design. Which I guarantee, like day one, there's going to be a million penis-shaped maps. But
Dicks.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll probably do it. Let's be honest. But yeah, so like you can change it up as much as you want. You can even change it up like between Grand Prix courses, whatever. I don't know about like actually saving the courses or anything like that, like to pull back later. I don't know how that works or anything, but you can also like set up obstacles because one preview I read for it said that while the computer racers are basically beholden to the track layout you've placed, the game itself doesn't register anything other than the gates. So you could drive off course and go straight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and like blow past all the computer players to cheat. Like it's kind of on an honor system, because they'll always stay on the track, but you don't have to. But like you can actually like block, you can create a path and then block off that path all the way to create kind of like the, like the Ribbon Road level, for example, in Mario Kart 8, where like there's actual obstacles all over the place. So like there's a lot of variety there. The only thing they said is like it's not suitable for use outside. Like they're pretty durable carts as far as like head-on collisions and things like that, because they have to be able to take a hit like if they run into your couch or something. But they're not built for like things dropping on them overhead, or like weather, or like random outside conditions.
Mud?
Probably not. They can do like carpets, but and then I imagine that might affect the speed a little bit, but and then they what was it? Oh, they specifically said no ramps, like no jumping off of ramps. I don't.
Oh.
I assume you can set something up where it's like an incline up that goes back down, but you can't like jump a ramp, which is weird because that's been a big focus since Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
So there's some concessions they have to make for this game, but I think it's really cool. It feels more like the arcade games.
Concessions? I want popcorn.
I mean, you can have popcorn while you play this.
Okay.
No one's stopping you. You can even drop it on the course and make it an obstacle. But yeah, it feels more like your arcade games where it's like kind of gimmicky, but in a cool way. But I'm still very excited. Like, everything about this sold me even more, even though I already have it pre-ordered. I was trying to get my brother to get the Mario set, so we can have our, big brother, little brother battles. But I think it's gonna be really cool. Like, the tech itself is just insane. Like I said, the way the cart actually like interacts with the things you do in the game, like, that's insane. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah, that's pretty. If I had more space in my house, and like, I would totally buy this.
Yeah, like, I mean, this is gonna be perfect for the basement.
Yeah, and if they came out with like a Daisy, if they come out with a Peach and Daisy racer, oh, I'm all over that.
I know. Like, that's one thing that bothers me. Is like they should at least have like Peach and Bowser or something. Or yeah, Peach and Daisy would work because they're more similar, so you can easier, print the shells.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks cool. I'm excited.
They probably do Peach and Rosalina first, honestly, then Peach and Daisy.
I don't know. I feel like they do Peach and Daisy first because those are more like palette swaps, like Mario and Luigi.
True, very true.
Anyway, staying in the Nintendo corner, I guess. All right. So we'll briefly touch on the new Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion. This was not a very good trailer. Like, the content looks interesting, but the trailer did not show it off very well.
Yeah, it felt like I was watching like stuff from the Isle of Armor, and they didn't really show off the Isle of Tundra all that
right.
well.
Well, it was too much of a brief overview of it all, considering it comes out like soon.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah. So basically, what they showed is like all the legendary Pokemon are back, which is insane.
Every single one of them.
Yeah. So there's new like Dynamax Adventures, which are like cave systems where you go through various Dynamax battles, which honestly doesn't sound very fun. And it ends with a legendary Pokemon battle that you can catch. It kind of just feels like their version of raids, but not necessarily in a fun way. And then there's a new 2-on-2 like battle tower with the various champions and like popular characters from the game.
The Galarian Star Open.
That's what it's called. You choose one like other character to join you, and try to match your team with theirs against two other, like in a tournament situation. And like depending on who you're up against and who you're with or whatever, you get like different bits of dialogue that might fill in the characters in ways that you didn't know before, which is kind of neat. Like, these are cool characters. They didn't really do much with them, but I like that they're trying to flesh them out a little bit more. That's cool. But it's a fairly small thing. And then the new region itself seems fine. Like Snowy Tundra, sure. They didn't show much of it, but
yeah, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait.
Like, yeah, it looks cool. And then they showed off the new legendary that like deer thing. I'm not really sure what it is. As well as a very quick look at the new Galarian legendary birds, which they showed them off before, like their typings and everything. But this is like the first time actually seeing them in game in action, so it's kind of weird they didn't spend more time on that. And then also 2 new Reggies. I don't know if we know their names, but they're dragon and electric types.
Yeah, I don't think we got a name, but yeah, new Reggies.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. And then they also, again, briefly showed off the new Slowking, which is Poison Psychic, right?
Terrifying also.
Yeah, it's super creepy. I don't really like it.
It's parasitic, dude. It's like the Paris idea, but on crack.
Yeah, but also, like, the creepy cloister eyes on its head are just unsettling. Like, it looks into my soul.
Yeah. Like, and it's literally, like, it probably ate its brain, and now it's taking over its motor functions. Like, that's how it's probably working.
Yeah. It's upsetting.
Pokemon looks kid-friendly, secretly fucked up.
Right. There's so many, like, Pokemon descriptions that are just terrifying.
Yeah.
I always think of Drifloon That's like it's
Oh, it
something
carries
along the
kids
lines of
away?
like it picks up children and carries them
Oh.
away or something like that.
My favorite will always be that the swirls on the Poliwrath and Poliwhirl's stomach, those aren't swirls, those are his intestines. That are like
Ew.
his stomach is translucent, so the swirls are his intestines.
Why do
That's
his
my
intestines
favorite.
change direction?
Because he's a monster, he's a Pokemon, that's why.
I don't think that's how
That's-
that works.
It's not a real creature.
Huh.
that's
I
my-
think the biggest
that's-
news here, aside from like some dumb Pikachus with hats, is that they're finally bringing in the Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home integration. So around the same time as this expansion, I don't think it's exactly the same day, but any Pokemon you have in Pokemon Go can be transferred to Home, which can then be transferred to Sword and Shield and back. So
Yay!
all the stuff you've been hoarding in Pokemon Go can finally be transferred over. And
Awesome.
they're marking the occasion with a mystery gift event inside Pokemon Go to get a shiny Meltan. And
Ooh, I
a-
didn't know that.
Yeah, and a mystery gift event in Pokemon Home and Pokemon Sword and Shield to get a special version of Melmetal, which is its evolution, that can Gigantamax. So it's the first time this Giga Melmetal has appeared. People found it like in the code or whatever, and I think it was in their strategy guide, but like it wasn't actually in the game. So it's another one of those situations where they're like bringing in a legendary Pokemon Light or whatever. But yeah, so there was some neat stuff here, but it's really like I kind of assumed that because the last expansion wasn't huge, that this would be like the game changer one, and it kind of feels like more of the same.
Yeah, you're right. I'm still excited though because I really enjoy. I still need to go back to Isle of Armor stuff,
Yeah, me too.
but I just like that they're a thing. Like it's so cool to walk around and you just see these Pokemon. I mean, granted, I wish like they were animated to do something like eating, like little stuff like that. But I just as a base idea, I think it's super neat, and I love exploring cold environments without actually being cold. So I'm looking forward to the Isle of Armor and getting my Ice Dino back from Gen 6.
Oh, Aurorus or whatever?
Yeah, I love that thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so
pretty cool.
pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty but fragile.
Yeah, like I think the main thing that sucks about this is that all the legendaries are coming back, because there's going to be some just like unfair teams in competitive battles now.
That's Pokemon in general, man.
I know, but like
That's always like that.
I'm sorry, I don't care what people say. Legendaries are not viable. They are for collection. They're not for battling with.
Yeah, tell that to fucking PC, whatever they call it, whatever the play. Yeah, tell it to them.
Yeah.
Pick a top tier, baby, and those things are top tier.
Right. That's the whole point, is they're rare. They're legendary. Like, they're not supposed to just be things on your party. It's like, yeah, they're in the game. You could fight with them. Sure, you can, but you shouldn't. That's my soapbox.
What, you didn't whoop the Elite Four's ass with your legendary birds at one point in time?
Well,
I
sure,
did.
but it's different against computer players, because you're just trying to cheese through the game. Also, this shows like Silvally or whatever as a legendary. I don't think that's
So
like-
what? What's that one? I don't remember that one.
that's the one you get like at the battle tower at the end of the game. It's from Gen 7, I think.
It's like a pseudo. It's treated like a pseudo legendary, like the legendary below the legendaries. That's what it is.
Yeah, but like Arceus isn't on this list.
Because
And
it's
that
God.
thing
That's
is?
different. Maybe because you can't. Wait. You can't. I can't catch God again.
No, it's not. It's not listed here with the legendaries.
They're gonna do something. Okay, they're gonna do something with him. I think they're gonna do something with him. That confirms that.
Maybe.
Because Wiles leave him out then, right?
Right.
Unless Sinnoh remakes, you catch his ass there. Because remember, we never got to catch
Is he from
Arceus
Sinnoh?
League. Yeah, he's from Sinnoh. He's from Gen 4.
I thought he was.
We
Gen 5.
never there. No. Gen 5 is the dragons. The fire dragon, electric dragon, in ice dragon, for the sequels. But yeah, think about it. Gen 4, supposedly we might be getting Gen 4 remakes in this style. We never, in the original Gen 4, you had to hack, in America at least, to fight against God. So this would be if they do Gen 4 remake, you catch Arceus there. So that means your ass is going to pay $60 to catch one Pokemon.
What other Gen 4 legendaries are there?
The Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. They're not on this list either, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so never mind. But okay, so yeah, those three are the two ones. Arceus is the only one missing. Interesting. And Justin dropped out, and he's back.
I'm here.
Okay.
My camera just freaked out for some reason.
Scared me.
All right. Anyway, yeah, and then finally on the Nintendo news train, we had the second Fighter Pass 2 Smash reveal.
The one that broke the internet.
Yeah,
literally broke Twitter.
This reveal broke Twitter when it came out. It started off innocuous enough. It was just a normal fight. Mario, Sonic, Cloud. Like, it was a good, random combo of characters from, or not Cloud, Terry, sorry.
No, Cloud was in there too.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
It was a good random oh yeah, there I see him. Good random combo. And then they just yeet Mario off the stage.
Sonic punches the shit out of Mario, and I love that. It was awesome.
And some familiar music picks up. It goes dark. And then a block opens and friggin' Steve pops up. Like,
Minecraft Steve.
Come on. And then as soon as he broke those blocks, he also broke the internet. But like, I will say, like, this was a good trailer. I'm not excited for the character, but I'm curious. This was a good trailer, and I love that one shot of Steve bathed in the light that he, like, from the blocks he broke, and Mario just, like, looking in awe, like, covering his eyes. Like, what the crap is this? It sums up this whole reveal so well. And then a creeper shows up and blows Mario up, and he's dead. Add him to the list of Smash characters that have died in reveal trailers.
Sakurai secretly hates the Mario Brothers because he's constantly killing him in these trailers.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing that bothers me is, like, pretty much every other character has at least somewhat matched the style of the game. But with Minecraft, that, like, it has to look like that, or else it's not Minecraft. So, like, they're literally going to have to, like, redesign some of the stages to work with blocks. And I don't know what kind of effect that's going to have on the game as a whole. Like, that worries me a little bit. But like, the Minecraft stage looks really cool. Like, I want to know more about that. There's another, by the time you probably see this, there will be more information out. So there's not really much point in talking about it, but there's another presentation coming where they're going to do like a deeper dive and probably give a release date.
Makes me wonder why they didn't just put it together. Like, if it's only a few days different, like, it feels weird.
I think they wanted to use this as a way to hype up the Minecraft Con or whatever it's called, because I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I was fully expecting Crash because of the new game. Although then I was reminded that game's not coming to Switch yet. So I didn't realize it at the time. But like, they planned this with the Minecraft thing, which I didn't know was a thing. So like, I didn't even think about this character as a possibility. But now it makes total sense. I thought it was going to be a
Pokemon, in all honesty, just because they did the Pokemon Direct and everything.
Oh,
I was like, oh, here comes the bunny.
See, I wouldn't have been surprised, which we might still get it because there's time. But I wouldn't have been surprised if it was one of the Breath of the Wild champion characters. Yeah, like, honestly, I think Impa would be a great addition. Like, if they want another.
We have Sheik. We already have Sheik. We don't need Impa.
Impa's different.
Impa's the same thing.
No.
It's a ninja. Same thing, buddy.
No.
Yes.
She has her pike or whatever. But like, the problem with the champions is, which one do you pick? Like, that's because they're all cool.
You pick Mipha. That's the answer.
No.
Yeah, she's a spear fighter. She's different.
So is Impa.
Impa's not a spear fighter. Where are you getting a spear fighter from?
She is in friggin' Hyrule Warriors.
She has like number one, they have multitude of weapons in Hyrule Warriors. Number two, she has like a big ass sword. And that's not canon anyways.
Whatever. And I think she has a spear in Cadence of Hyrule, but beside the point. She's been
Also
playable
not
in more
good.
games than the others have. That's why I said she'd be a cool addition. But what they would really do is probably Urbosa or Rivali.
Yeah, we already have a Falco though. I don't feel like having two assholes in the game. He's literally Falco. Come on.
He would play similar to Falco. You're right. Urbosa would be cool though.
Oh yeah, she'd be great. She'd be fantastic.
A lot of parries and stuff. She'd play like a Fire Emblem character, which everyone loves. But anyway, it's not just Steve from Minecraft coming in. It's also Alex, which I guess is like lore. And then a creeper and an Enderman as like alternate costumes.
No, zombie and an Enderman.
That's it. And they showed off the other costumes. They're just like alts for Steve and Alex,
which are really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
But I really like the final smash he has.
Oh, so great! I think it's one of the best in the game now. Just from a comedy standpoint.
Like it was pretty good, and then it makes it when he just like pops up on screen and starts eating while the house is blowing up.
It's like, that's like legit teabagging right there. Like
Yeah.
just blew your ass up.
And also like a nice touch is the victory animation where he busts out of the house like in slow motion and then stands there for a second and then closes the door.
Yes, so great.
Like it's those little touches that are like, all right, this works. But I feel like the character is going to mess with too much in the game. Like they showed his addition on the banner of all the characters, and he just looks so out of place.
Yeah, that's the thing. But hey, you don't have to play them, so it's whatever.
Right.
I doubt most people will play him honestly online, so you probably will never see him. Like you won't see Game and Watch or shit like that.
Yeah, he's a brag character. Like he's there so that they can say, "Hey, we got Minecraft and Smash Brothers together." Yeah. Like it's for a new audience.
Yeah, it's definitely for the people who like I was thinking about this. Like this is not like this is for like the kids who are not like in their 20s now, who like this was their Mario. This is the game that made them fall in love with video games, and like instead of like focusing on the salt of the of the Smash scene, because God, you fucking Melee players just love to comment on a game you guys claim to hate, but hey, gotta get those clicks, I guess. I decided to just watch some people who I know who like legit much love Minecraft and how excited they were, and like just like seeing, because like I got Ryu and Ken. My character, if my characters weren't in the game, I would feel kind of salty, but I'm already taken care of in the game, right?
Yeah.
And of course, my video, I already said it's unrealistic expectations, so. Although I was kind of hoping, it was like, oh my god, did I make a video and it happened? And did I just conjure something into existence?
No.
It didn't happen. But I am legit happy for all Minecraft players, all like for the millions and millions of Minecraft players. I was hoping for Thomas to come and say something, whatever.
No, he doesn't care.
But I was making a rock reference, but whatever. And like I just think that's, and like the fact that like Sakurai took this incredibly weird like there's been weird ass characters in Smash before, like Game & Watch, and stuff like that. This is the weirdest, and I think it's so I think it's hilarious. Like I've already seen some great memes. I'm not gonna play him. I will not play. I will buy Minecraft just for the stage because the stage looks so fucking sick.
Yeah.
But I won't play him. I think he's gonna be too weird. And also, I have my characters I like to play. But speaking of, my Dragon Quest amiibo comes in tomorrow, so I'm super excited for that. Yeah, I'm happy that a whole generation gets represented in this game. Like literally a whole generation.
It's a huge addition. Like there are 2 Microsoft owned characters in this Nintendo game.
Yeah,
that's weird. Granted, Banjo started on Nintendo, but still, like
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is weird. I'll give you that. But it's the biggest game in the world. But one thing I love is the fear now. I saw people's eyes like, oh, the reality of a Fortnite character being in Smash just became ever so closer. Which now, because literally, I've said this before. I said this in my Chun-Li video. There's no fucking rules. You can say there's rules, but there's no rules. And putting Minecraft, this weird ass block bitch in this game, and making him seemingly work with his own game style in this game, anybody's available.
We don't know if he works yet, to be fair.
he based on the trailer, it looks like to me in terms of works, it looks like they stay true to the spirit of their game, and that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like Mario still kind of plays like Mario and stuff like that. Minecraft is still doing Steve's still doing Minecraft shit. Like
yeah, he's placing blocks. He's using his pickaxe.
Yeah. So like
blowing up.
The fact that they're able to transition that to a fighter, we'll see how that is to control. But it looks from an aesthetic standpoint, they fucking nailed it. And you know, Sakurai sarcastically said, "Do you think this happens like magic?" No, it's hours and hours of dev time. So
like that was my favorite thing is that it didn't seem like Sakurai even wanted to make this character, but he was just handed a bunch of money and they're like, "No, do it."
Well, the way I interpret it is like he saw it as a challenge, and I'm like, oh, he's like, cause like you know, like he's not like an action game. Minecraft has action moments, but it's not that. It's mostly for most people it's a creative game, but some people play like the adventure mode stuff. So like I think he took it as I interpret that thing as like, oh, can I do this? And of course he said yeah, and to me it looks like he's successful.
Yeah, I'm sure the challenge is fun for him. But, like, to me, this, like, from a character fighter standpoint, it's not that much of a stretch when you think we have Villager and Isabelle.
Right.
Like, he plays fairly similar to them. From the looks of it.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yeah. I mean, those are challenges, too, and he made them work. So, it's just from a visual standpoint.
Yeah. But, alright, we can move on. This was just a crazy reveal. Like, the last character I would have expected.
Hey, and 4 more chances, baby. 4 more chances. Let's go, Chun-Li. Let's go. Hold now hope. Hold now hope.
I think we're going to get a few more third-party wildcards. So there might be a chance, but probably not.
I remember hearing people like, oh, they did ARMS, so it's just all going to be first party. Fuck you. Fuck you and your rules. Stop making rules for Smash. There are no fucking rules. The rule, number 1 rule, there are no rules. There you go. Sorry. I'm done. Let's finish this show.
All right. I think Thomas is asleep, so I'm going to take over the news. We got some more information on Miles Morales Spider-Man and the Spider-Man PS4 remaster for PS5. And the PS5 remaster mostly looks really good. They like updated the lighting and all that fancy ray tracing and like real-time reflections
puddles
and shadows, and yeah, the puddle gate is resolved. All those puddles are back in their full puddly glory. But yeah, the game itself looks great. Like I've seen side by sides of like just exploring the city and stuff, and it like just looking at the game by itself, you wouldn't really notice it, but the side by sides show how much more detail they've added, and just the more natural lighting and things like that. But then they showed like an actual like character cutscene, which I also didn't notice a huge difference until I saw side by side. And a lot of that is just kind of more like natural shading and things. But it does look better. Crisper details on the like the cloth textures and that kind of thing. But the biggest change, they completely remodeled Peter Parker, which is kind of a strange thing to do for a remaster like this. I've seen it in like small cases with like the Final Fantasy VIII remaster, where they, cleaned up the character models and stuff. They didn't just use the same ones again, but like up-res them. They actually like changed out the models, but they still essentially looked the same. This is like an entirely different face model that they used.
Yeah,
and
imagine getting told by your agent, "Hey, your face is too ugly for PS5. They had to change it."
I mean, that wasn't the reason. Like,
no, but
I understand. I've seen what Yuri Lowenthal looks like. Like, this kid does look more like him, but also
looks like Tom Holland. That's what I.
Well, yeah, but also Yuri's like 40, so to say that this model more matches his face is kind of a weak response.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Peter in this game is like out of college, right?
He's 23 apparently.
See, when I look at the new PS5 face shot, he looks like a teenager, and that's not a good thing.
Like I've seen some people defending this, saying like, I get this too. I'm 25 and look like that. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that he doesn't look the age, but
right.
Like their whole point here is they're going for a seasoned Spider-Man that's been doing it for like 8 years. Has seen some things. like when you're doing the visual storytelling like that, this kid doesn't sell that.
No,
it doesn't matter that 23-year-olds can look like that.
Yeah,
it doesn't fit the storytelling they're doing.
He
of a
looks like
seasoned
he needs
Spider-Man.
a few more herbs and spices.
Yeah, he's not seasoned enough. Yeah, I got it.
My favorite joke was the fact that like, oh, he looks like a YouTuber who only reviews Nintendo content. When they were showing his face,
because he looks like Scott the Woz.
I don't know who that is, but sure. I just saw that.
I've heard that, but yeah. So it's really jarring because like I was watching a side by side of like this cutscene, and like I said, it looks different, but not like drastically different, except for the face. So it's like watching it, like I keep trying to notice the different details, but all I'm seeing is the face.
Yeah.
And like I get it, you know, you have more power, you want to be able to better like represent your, you know, your voice actors' motion capture work. And some of the animations on the old Peter did look a little funky, and especially the hair didn't look great. This new model looks better, like just objectively better, but I just don't think it fits the character as well. That's the only thing. But anyway, all that aside, I'm still excited to replay this game for the 5th time in like 2 years. With all these graphical updates and things like that. Plus they're adding the Amazing Spider-Man suit, which is like my favorite Spider-Man suit.
Man,
it's gonna look really good in the game.
Yeah, sure. That's because the game is good. That suit is trash.
It's not.
It is. The weird foot things, the head, the mask looks like a basketball.
You look like a basketball.
I know, I'm orange, man. It's a disease. I'm sorry. There's no cure. Reed Richards said he would cure me, but he just left my ass on a border patrol. I don't fucking know.
You just stop eating tomatoes. But I like the symbol. Like it's a slick look. I don't know. And I like the me and Thomas both mentioned that we like the lenses. Like I think the reason I like this suit is because they took time in the movie to show him making it. So like it seemed believable. Like yeah, the texture's a little weird, but like we saw him purchase something that texture. Like it all fits in the, you know, homemade suit realm.
And what I learned is that Peter Parker is shit at designing costumes in that movie. Sorry.
Maybe.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Is the Scarlet Spider a thing in the game? Can you get the Scarlet Spider outfit in Spider-Man PS4/PS5?
Like the Ben Reilly suit?
Yeah. Okay.
That's another one of my favorites. It looks really good in the game.
Of course you would like that one.
But back to Spider-Man Miles Morales. They finally announced the pre-order bonuses, and it seems like it's universal across the board. Like I was kind of waiting to pre-order until I saw like the, you know, there's always specific versions or whatever. But I went ahead and pre-ordered it because I think they're all the same, and it includes obviously the game, 2 unlockable suits, which you get in the game normally, but like they're early unlocks. 3 extra skill points, which is kind of weird, and an early unlock of the gravity well gadget. So it's like, it's all in-game stuff, kind of weak, but I mean, it's the same price, so whatever.
Yeah.
But the main thing here is it does confirm that there like are alternate suits in this game, which I assume there were. I did a whole video on it. But it's nice to actually see, you know, the first of those alternate suits, and it's a new one. It is an original suit design called the track suit, which I don't know what TRACK stands for, but it does kind of look like a tracksuit.
I mean, that's probably what it stands for. It's a tracksuit.
Well, it's an acronym though.
That's dumb.
Yeah, agreed.
Tactical Recon Asphalt Conscientious Kicking Machine. There you go.
That's it.
Your acronym.
That's definitely it. But yeah, I like the design actually. Like it's more white than most Miles costumes are, but I think I said in my video that like I want a new design kind of similar to the Ultimate or to the you know, the Advanced suit, I think it's called, and Spider-Man PS4. That's like just a drastic difference, and this kind of fits that.
the Hershey's milk chocolate bar version of his costume. White chocolate, rather.
That's racist.
Oh, it's white chocolate.
But there is another suit coming that they didn't reveal yet. I would guess it's going to be something more familiar to people, but
It's probably the Spider-Verse costume.
that would be the easy pick for sure. But like I said, these are suits that are in the game. Like, you unlock them as you go. This pre-order just lets you unlock them from the beginning. So we'll see. But that had me excited because I really like one of my favorite things about Spider-Man games is the unlockable suits and stuff. So I'm glad that we're getting those, even though it's a smaller game.
Spider-Man?
I think that's pretty much it for this game. Yeah. So next up, on the opposite side of things, Xbox announced that EA Play is coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on November 10th, which I believe is the launch date.
We talked about this already.
No, there was no date.
Okay. I didn't realize you were just... Okay. So, let me ask you this. When it comes, because obviously I'll have a Game Pass, do I still have to... Because I noticed with EA Access, you still have to pay for certain EA games. Is that still going to be the case, or do I fucking just get those games? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know how EA Play works.
Yeah, because I usually see just a discount, or I hope so, because I want to play Fallen Jedi, man. I really want to play that game. And I was gonna buy that Star Wars new Rogue game, the new Squadron game. Not Rogue Squadron, but I was like, well, if I'm right, it's gonna come to Game Pass through the EA Access thing, so why buy it?
I'm still probably gonna buy it because it works in VR, and I really want to play that in the Quest. I think that'd be super fun.
Yeah, that seems like ideal for that.
Yeah, but that would only work on PC, obviously. So I can use the Oculus Link to hook up that way. But it's also coming to PC members in December. So I don't know if I want to wait for that or not.
Right.
Because I don't know how it works.
Yeah, they need to come out with more details.
Agreed. They will also be bringing Bethesda iconic franchises to Game Pass for console and PC, which they've already started doing with Doom Eternal yesterday. Yeah. That was the first of that deal. I don't know if it was already in talks before they made their deal or not.
I feel like it had to have been for something like that. I feel like it had to have been in talks beforehand.
You'd think.
That's too quick of a turnaround to get something done like that.
Yeah, agreed. And then finally, I think Thomas might actually be asleep.
Thomas!
I'm here.
Okay.
You guys are having a good show.
All right. I thought you'd at least have something to say about Xbox stuff.
Well, I'll tell you how EA Play works, because I signed up for EA Access last year. Okay. And you get all their games that come out.
So I get to play Fallen Jedi in November?
Yeah, also Squadrons should be on it too.
Cool.
Yay! I
would assume it's like Game Pass, where they leave the service eventually, and so if you want to own them still, you have to buy them, but you get them at a discount. Because Game Pass lets you do that too.
They do have a revolving door, but that's for other games. They're EA, their first party games, just like Xbox, it stays.
Okay.
They do. Nice. They did have two versions. That's why they came up with EA Play, because they had two different tiers, and then they just said fuck it, and they threw that out and just made EA Play.
Yeah, so you might have been looking at the wrong tier then.
I can't wait to be a Jedi in November.
It's a very good game.
I hear it is.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it on the best system. Well, most powerful, rather.
I will probably start that over at some point, because it got some updates after I beat it. Some performance updates, and I kind of want to play it without all the glitches I had. Anyway, the last news story, I believe, alongside the live action Resident Evil show that we talked about a few weeks ago, they announced a new CG animated show called Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, coming in 2021. It features Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield as the main characters, because apparently they can only use the actual characters and CG stuff. That was editorializing, I'm sorry.
How am I going to be able
Let's
to
see.
watch this if it's infinitely dark?
I miss when you were quiet.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Tom is literally gonna do the exit emoji as I do it.
Oh. Anyway, I guess this is in continuity to the past movie, like the CG movies that have come out. It says,
which means Leon Kennedy is a boring piece of shit.
oh, great. I mean, it's been 3 years. Maybe he's, gotten less boring. 3 years after 2017's CG film Resident Evil Vendetta, technology has further evolved, creating the groundwork for a new series and unprecedented full 3D CG animation.
If you've seen a
you're
Netflix series, it's gonna look like that.
They're just jerking themselves off then.
Netflix loves to do that.
I thought there was actual story content here, but it's just
no. This is gonna be this is gonna be in continuity where Leon finally admits to himself, "All right, Ada's never gonna be with me. Come here, Claire."
Yeah. Also, this is really the only line about the actual show, and it means nothing. By adding suspense into dynamic action scenes, this series will reveal a Resident Evil world unlike anything seen before.
It's fucking PR bullshit right there. Jesus Christ, man.
That's the most marketing-driven thing I've read all day.
Yeah.
And I wrote some stuff today.
Yeah.
Wrote copy? Nice.
All of this marketing jargon just sounds the same after a while.
I watch Mad Men, okay? I know terms. By the way, I'm going to tell everybody this, since they're talking about Resident Evil animations. Go look up Resident Evil Gunfight. Resident Evil anime movie Gunfight. You'll see the dumbest gun shootout you've ever fucking seen. It's hilarious. I don't know if it's in the movie Vendetta, but it's stupid. Oh my god.
Yeah, I heard none of those movies were terribly good, so I don't know if that show would follow in the movie's footsteps or not.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a whole wait and see.
Yeah, it's just weird that they're gonna have 2 Resident Evil shows on Netflix.
Not weird. I think it's good because it's catering to the new people with the Wesker twins, and then this one for the diehards who love these Claire and Leon.
I guess.
Just have.
Also,
Leon
did you say
Claire,
that
please.
Leon was gonna get with? Oh wait, never mind. I was thinking of Chris. I was like, they're siblings, you freak.
No.
Never mind.
Chris can't have sex because he's too stupid, and even though Jill constantly hits on him, it can never happen. Because either that or they're both too shy to admit that they like each other.
Probably that. Anyway, that's the news. I probably shouldn't have ended it on a boring note.
Now I want to go look at Jill Valentine fan art. I'll be back later.
All right, take us out.
Okay. If you want to know where to find me, and I don't know why you would, I am at Zero Score on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff. I should probably be working on part 2 of my top 3DS video, but I'm not. I just haven't felt like it. I will. But I'm streaming, so that's cool. And I gotta figure out some spoopy stuff for this month. I don't know what to do. But yeah, that's me. Ben?
Twitter.com/Marvelous Iggy for all things related to the self-proclaimed Marvelous one. You could check the pinned tweet for my Chun-Li for Smash video, which didn't prove correct this time, but I got 4 chances to still prove it, and god damn it, if the gods are on my side, it'll come out before Metroid Prime Trilogy ever becomes a thing, and I can hold it over Justin for the rest of my gaming life. So there's that. You could also find me live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/Iggy2814. For the spooky month, I've started opening with The Walking Dead, which I didn't talk about and I won't talk about, but needless to say, this game is fucked up. Both from a story standpoint and from an optimization standpoint. Good lord, the frame rate. But I will give a sort of a little sneak preview because I'm probably gonna. I have only 2 more episodes left of The Walking Dead to beat. So obviously I'm not going to be done with October. So my first stream after beating The Walking Dead will be Bloodstain. Which one is it? Curse of the Moon, the 8-bit, the actual good version, the actual good game, not the wannabe Metroidvania. Even though it's by the man who created it, it's not a wannabe. It's God, why the crafting? Anyways, so yeah, that'll be the first thing I do back, and then I'm debating on doing a Castlevania game. I don't know which one. I might hold a poll, but I'm leaning towards the Genesis title because I'm a fucking Genesis whore. And like I said, just to announce it right now, I'm gonna stop Let's Plays. I'm not gonna do Let's Plays anymore, just because I feel like my streams are pretty much that now.
Yeah.
And when I was recording, I recorded footage for X4. It felt redundant because I just did this. Why would let me just have streams be that? So going forward, no more Let's Plays. My channel, but I do have something to replace it. So I was like, well, what am I gonna do for weekly content? I am bringing back Marvelous Fights, in which I'm not going to stream them, but I'm going to record me basically playing fighting games, and I'm going to do like a month. So like I'm going to have a month of Power Rangers games, and next month I might do Mortal Kombat. Next month I might do Killer Instinct. So that'll be and maybe after that I'll do Smash. So it'll be a rotation. I want to stick with one game a month so I can actually learn how to play the game, because I feel switching too much is it's a fucking nightmare. But that is the plan. Marvelous Fights, weekly content. No idea when it's going to start, but it's coming. But streams, twitch.tv/Iggy2814. And of course, check out Atomic Shot. Last week's episode was the Meme Fest. Last week's episode, hold on. I'm getting confused because we recorded an episode. The episode that just came out recently is Godzilla vs. Megalon, aka the Meme Fest. You've probably seen it, even though you never really watched it, as I like to say. Then the coming up after that, which you've already recorded, is my favorite Godzilla movie, or not my favorite Godzilla movie of the time. The first Godzilla movie I ever watched, which is Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Oh my god. And then we're going to end, that's the penultimate episode, and then we're going to go into the final episode, which is Terror of Mechagodzilla for season 1. So that's it for me right there. I'm a busy bitch.
You can visit our website, charshit.com, for audio, video, and written content. Also visit gameplay stuff on Twitch, as I'll be playing the Evil Within 2 for this month. I wanted to play Silent Hill 4, but I put up a poll and people want me to play Evil Within 2, so I'll do that.
Yes, because I will be there for those.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Oh, okay. I was gonna bring bits. Now I'm not gonna bring bits. I'll just bring tacos.
That's fine.
You stream at random times,
I
just
do.
like whenever you feel
Exactly.
like it. I can't keep up with it.
Yeah, I just stream when I feel like streaming.
I'm gonna be there, you bitch.
I gotta have the my scheduled shit is this shit, and so I want to have non-scheduled shit, which is the other shit.
Very descriptive.
It's a lot of shit.
Speaking of tacos.
Yeah, you can email me, thomas@charshot.com, if you want to be a guest on one of our shows. And that's it for me tonight.
Go to sleep.
Enjoy your games. Have a good day. Bye.
Wash your hands, or whatever I usually say.
And wear your mask, or I will throw you out of a store. Almost happened this time.
Unless you want to be like our president.